Good morning. It's Monday, August the 24th, and the session have agreed to do a few changes, and you may already have heard this, but we are going to move the three services back to the sanctuary and move the second service back to its original time to 11:15. So there'll be 8:30, 11:15, and 6 o'clock. And we will have an overflow in the Family Life Center if necessary. You'll still we encourage you to sign in on the app so that we have some rough estimate of who's coming. But if somebody turns up who hasn't signed in, we will, and it's full, we will just send them to the Family Life Center. We're also beginning a few adult Sunday schools in the second week of September, and we're looking into all the possibilities with regard to children's activities and so on. So today we are in Psalm 50, and Psalm 50 is one of those psalms where the psalmist Asaph, who was the Dan Cole of the Levitical singers, Asaph is having one of these great visions of God, like a theophany, a picture of God judging the world. And if all eyes are on the splendor and majesty and dread of this holy God, his eyes are on his people. It's a psalm that speaks in many ways reflecting the Ten Commandments. And there's a section, verses 18 through 20, that seems to reflect the fact that Asaph is just going through the Ten Commandments, and doing that, of course, convicts you of sin and the fact that you have fallen short of God's glory, and therefore making the judgment of God even more profound. There are sections towards the end of the psalm that sound very similar to some things that Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount. While the judgment of God is an issue of great dread for those who do not know the Lord, for God's covenant people, there is, of course, the assurance that our sins are forgiven. But it's a psalm that's calling us to resolute following of the Lord. It begins in verse 1, the mighty one, sometimes translated in other translations as God. The Hebrew word is El, E-L, and that usually depicts the transcendence of God, God belonging to another realm, another reality. And then it goes on, the mighty one, God, this is Elohim, and Elohim is the Hebrew word that reflects God in all of the splendor of his attributes. And then the Lord, capital letters, God's name, his first name, Yahweh, that he gave to Moses in Exodus 3 and Exodus 6, and he explained it as meaning I am, or perhaps I am with you. So the transcendent God in all the splendor of his attributes, his covenant name, Yahweh, I am with you, speaks and summons the earth from the rising of the sun to its setting. So this is a majestic psalm depicting God judging the world. Have a wonderful day today.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, and you want to make sure you get all of our content, not just videos, but podcasts and ministry updates, make sure you download our app. If you think you might have missed a video, click on our YouTube channel. A link should be down below. There you can see all of our videos. And if you want to make sure you don't miss anything in the future, hit subscribe. If you want to be one of the first ones to know when we release a video, hit that little bell icon. And if this video has blessed you and you can think of someone else that it might help, use that share icon and send it to them. All, of course, for the edification of God's people and the glory of his name. Until next time, God bless.